my name is Kristy. Welcome back to Eastside Freedom Library. Today, we will be reading For a Girl Becoming. All right, let's get started. That day, your spirit came to us. Rains came in from the Pacific to bless. Clouds peered over the mountains in response to the singing of medicine plants, who danced back and forth in shawls of mist. Your mother labored there, so young in earthly years. Your father and all of us who loved you gathered where pollen blew throughout the desert, house to bless. Houses were running the land, hundreds of them. They accompanied you here to bless. Girl, I wonder what you thought as you paused there in your spirit house, before you entered into the breathing world to be with us. Were you longing for us too? Our relatives in that beloved place dressed you in a black hair, brown eyes, and skin color of the earth. They turned you in this direction. We want you to know that we urgently gathered to welcome you here. We came bearing gifts to celebrate. From your mother's house, we brought poetry, music, and medicine. Makers, stubbornness, beauty, tribal leaders, and a yard filled with junked cars, and a gift of knowing how to make them run. We carried tobacco and cedar, new clothes, and joy for you. And from your father's house came educators, thinkers, dreamers, weavers, and mathematical genius. They carried a cradle board, hope, white shell, and turquoise for you. We brought blankets to you. We brought blankets to wrap you in soft and beaded moccasins of deerskin. Did you hear us as you traveled from your rainbow house? We called you with thunder, with singing. Did you see us when you gathered in the town beneath the mountains? We were dressed in concern and happiness. We were overwhelmed with awe as you moved through the weft of your mother. Even before you took your first breath, your eyes blinked wide open. Now breathe. And when you breathe, remember the source of the gift of all the breathing. And when you walk, remember the source of the gift of all the walking. And when you run, remember the source of the gift of all running. And when you laugh, remember the source of the gift of all laughter. And when you cry, remember the source of the gift of all tears. And when you dream, remember the source of the gift of all dreaming. And when your heart is broken, remember the source of the gift of all the breaking. And when your heart is put back together, remember the source of all the putting back together. Don't forget how you started your journey from that rainbow house and how you traveled, and you will travel through mountains and valleys of human tests. There are treacherous places along the way, but as you come to us, there are lakes of tears shimmering sadly there, but you can come to us. And valleys without horses or kindness, but you can come to us. And angry, jealous gods and wayward humans who will hurt you, but you can come to us. And when you fall, you will get back up again, because you are one of us. And as you travel with us, remember all of this. Give a drink of water to all who ask, whether they be a plant, a creature, human, or helpful spirit. May you always have clean, fresh water. Feed your neighbors. Give kind words of assistance. And to all you meet along the way. We are all related in this place. May you be surrounded with the helpfulness of family and good friends. Grieve with the grieving, share joy with the joyful. May you build a strong path with beautiful and truthful language. Clean your room. May you always have a home, a refuge from storm, a gathering place from safety for comfort. Bury what needs to be buried. Laugh easily at yourself. May you always travel lightly and well. Praise and give thanks for each small and large thing. May you grow in knowledge and compassion and beauty. Always within you is that day your spirit came to us, when rains came in from the Pacific to bless. Clouds peered over the mountains in response to that singing of medicine plants, who danced back and forth in shawls of mist. Your mother labored there, so young in earthly years, and we who love you gather here. Pollen blows through the desert of this house to bless, and horses run the land, hundreds of them, and you are here to bless. All right, that was For a Girl Becoming. Now, we'll be moving on to Dreamers. I actually really love this book. I dreamed of you, and then you appeared. Together we became resplendent life, you and I. Amor, love, amor. One day we bundled gifts in our backpack and crossed a bridge outstretched like the universe. And when we made it to the other side, thirsty, in awe, unable to go back, we became immigrants. Migrants, you and I. The sky and the land welcomed us in words unlike those of our ancestors. There were so many things we didn't know, unable to understand and afraid to speak. We made lots of mistakes. You and I became caminantes. Thousands and thousands of steps we took around this land until the day we found a place we had never seen before. Suspicious, improbable. Unbelievable, surprising, unimaginable, where we didn't need to speak, we only needed to trust, and we did. Books became our language. Books became our home. Books became our lives. We learned to read. To speak, to write, and to make our voices heard. Someday, we will become something we haven't even yet imagined. But right now, we are stories. We are two languages. We are lucha. We are resilience. We are hope. We are dreamers, soñadores of the world. We are love, amor, love. All right, that was Dreamers. Now we'll move on to our last book of the day, called We Are Water Protectors. Water is the first medicine, Nokomis told me. We come from water. It nourished us inside our mother's body as it nourishes us here on Mother Earth. Water is sacred, she said.
We stand with her songs and our drums. We are still here. The river's rhythm runs through my veins, runs through my people's veins.
My people talk of a black snake that will destroy the land, spoil the water, poison plants and animals, wreck everything in its path. When my people first spoke of the black snake, they foretold it wouldn't come for many, many years. Now the black snake is here. Its venom burns the land, courses through the water, making it unfit to drink. Take courage. I must keep the black snake away from my village's water. I must rally my people together to stand for the water, to stand for the land, to stand as one against the black snake. We stand with our songs, with our drums. We are still here. It will not be easy. We fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, the winged ones, the crawling ones, the four-legged ones, the two-legged ones, the plants, trees, rivers, and lakes, the earth. We are all related. Tears like waterfalls stream down, traces down my face, tracks down my people's faces. Water has its own spirit, Nokomis told me. Water is alive. Water remembers our ancestors who came before us, she said. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. We are stewards of the earth. Our spirits have not been broken. We are water protectors. We stand. The black snake is in it for a fight of its life. And that was, we are water protectors. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.